Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot Connection with another installment of Building the Team. Now, this is, as it is, a bit later than normal. This is going to obviously be a post-sealed Building the Team. My group and I just we played our sealed event for Future Foundation tonight. So let's take a look at what I pulled and what I ran. So. For those of you who may be unaware, in a sealed HeroClix event, one buys 2 boosters and then builds a 300-point team out of what they pull from said boosters. So, out of my first booster, we got She-Hulk, comes in at 75 points, has the Fantastic Four team ability, as well as Fantastic Four and Celebrity keywords, and improved movement, ignores and destroys blocking terrain. We've also got a trait, the Fantastic Four, for 4 minutes. Once per turn, you may reroll an attack roll that has a 4 in it. Okay. Looking at her dial, she's got a lot going on. Some charge, some sidestep, some plasticity on speed, super strength and quake on attack, impervious, invulnerability and toughness on defense. Plus, we got some indomitable. We got indomitable. On the last few clicks on damage, we've got Perplex as well. So, yeah, she's, yeah. Next up is Mick. Mick comes in at a whole 10 points. Has a Fantastic Four team ability as well as Fantastic Four and monster keywords. Stealth and exploit weakness. That's it for Mick's dial. Next up, we've got another 10-pointer, Woo. 10 points with the Fantastic Four team ability. Has toughness and close combat expert. Next is Bentley 23. Comes in at 20 points, has the Fantastic Four team ability as well as the Fantastic Four keyword. Woo also has the Atlantis and Fantastic Four keywords, I forgot to mention. Looking at Bentley's dial, we've got Mastermind on defense and the special damage power, Secret Dreams of Being a Supervillain. Leadership, when Bentley 23 uses it and succeeds, instead of the normal effect, he may remove an action token from all adjacent sidekicks. When he uses it and the result is a 1, remove an action token from an opposing character of your choice. Okay, whoops. And finally, we got Puppet Master. Puppet Master comes in at 40 points, has the team player wildcard ability, as well as the Latveria and Scientist keywords. Looking at the dial, we got a trait. You are all my puppets. Puppet Master may start the game with the radioactive clay equipped. When he uses it and uses its effect, it does not KO after he hits with it. Okay. Look at the dial. We've got stealth for a few clicks, a couple clicks of sidestep and precision strike, incapacitate, super senses, willpower, shape change, and finally we've got outwit. As for the radioactive clay itself, generally speaking, it costs 5 points to use. The effect that it has, mind control of the range of 10, but only to target a single opposing character, and when the character uses it, they can use improved targeting, ignores blocking, elevated, and hindering terrain, and when they hit, after resolutions, KO the reactive clay, unless Puppet Master, So, second booster we got SpiderMan. I gotta say, it's not my favorite Spider-Man. I mean, he's not terrible, but he ain't great. He comes in at 60 points. He's got the Fantastic Four team ability as well as the Fantastic Four and Scientist keywords. Also a trait, don't forget to look both ways before crossing the street. Friendly sidekicks need super senses. He also has the Captain key phrase. Also of note, Woo, Mick, and Bentley 23 all have the sidekick key phrase. So, looking at Spider-Man's dial, it's a bit long, it's like She-Hulk's. Top half of the speed is leap climb, back half is hypersonic speed, nothing on attack. On defense, top half is super senses, The bottom half is defend. And on damage, all we have is the top half of the dial is perplex. It's hard to call that. I mean, it feels like it's okay at 60 points, but it also just, I don't know, it feels... Maybe if there was some sidestep in there or something, I don't know, just a way to do something with him, rather than just sit there, move into place, hope not to push him, yeah. Anyways, moving on, we've got AntMan. AntMan comes in at 75 points. Oh yeah, SpiderMan comes in at either 60 or 40 points. But AntMan comes in at 75 points. He's got the Fantastic Four inside his keywords, as well as improved movement ignores characters. He also has the Fantastic Four performance trait, same as She-Hulk. So you can re-roll an attack roll that has a 4 in it once per turn. Now, something to note with the Fantastic Four performance trait. It does not state within range or line of fire. So they can re-roll an attack roll that contains a 4 from anywhere on the map. Anyway, looking at his dial, we've got some stealth and some sidestep. On attack, we open up with, we got some opening dial poison, followed by some late dial precision strike. Nothing on defense until the fourth click. Then we get the rest of the dials all super senses. We have a few clicks of leadership, then some outwit, then some shape change. And with that a defense that starts at a 19 and drops at its lowest point to an 18, he is very hard to hit. In fact, in the second, well, yeah, he can be annoying. Next up, we've got the Mad Thinker. He comes in at 40 or 20 points. Has the Fantastic Four and Minions of Doom team abilities. Oh, crap. Oh, never mind. Standard ability. Okay. He also has the Fantastic Four, Robot, and Scientist keywords. You get 2 traits. First off, Council of Doom's Engineering Expert. Sideline active, unique modifier. Friendly captain's attack is modified attack +1 when attacking characters with the Robot keyword. Then Unrivaled Roboticist to the Underworld. Perplexed, but only to target characters with the Robot keyword. Okay. Looking at his dial, we get some stealth, mid-dial sidestep, then back to stealth. Nothing on attack. We open up with willpower on defense for a couple clicks, then a couple clicks of toughness. Then next to last click is willpower, nothing on the final click. On damage, we have a full run of outwit, though, which actually makes him rather useful. Alright, next up, we've got the Human Torch. Well, a Skrull impersonating the Human Torch. Torch here comes in at 30 points as he Skrull's team ability, as well as he Skrull's monster, soldier, and spy keywords. Looking at his dial, we've got some running shot, we've got some sidestep on speed, we got like energy explosion and steal energy on attack, barrier and toughness on damage, range combat expert and exploit weakness on damage. Or defense is barrier and toughness, so not damage. Anyway, finally, we got from our second booster, we pulled Adolf Impossible. Little Adolf Impossible here comes in at 25 points. Has the Fantastic Four and Cosmic keywords. Also of note, if you notice, he is unique, and with very good reason. He's got the Fantastic Four team ability. Looking at his dial, we've got. He also has the sidekick key phrase, while Mad Thinker has the ally. I think just ally. Yeah, and SpiderMan has captain. But yeah, Adolf Impossible's got Pulse Wave on attack and then a special damage power. My dad thinks I'm entirely too possible. As a power action, if there is no d6 on this card, roll 1 and place it on this card. When a character within range and line of fire rolls an attack roll, you may remove the d6 from this card and replace a die in the roll with it. That can very much come in handy. And this question does the same thing. And funny though, the question isn't unique. I don't believe the question is unique. If I have him handy, I'd look, but yeah. I don't believe he's unique. Anyway. So what did I end up running? Well, the team I ended up building, the easy thing to do, obviously, was build a Fantastic Four team. So, set aside Puppet Master, Human Torch, well, just those two, really. Since, yeah, they're the only ones without the Fantastic Four keyword. But I figured we'd go with She-Hulk because, I mean, you need a brick. AntMan's got leadership. So, okay, so that's 2. Then we went with SpiderMan because SpiderMan he's got perplex, so you know he's got some use to him. Next up, we included Adolf Impossible because of that whole dice manipulation thing that he does. As Spider-Man got perplexed, Mad Thinker was included because he's got outwit, and then finally because we were still shy 25 points. Yeah. We put Bentley 23 on, who we're still shy of 5, but yeah. So yeah, that was the team. Bentley 23, Adolf Impossible, Mad Thinker, Spider-Man, She-Hulk, and Ant-Man. First couple rounds we kind of got hosed a bit, especially the second round. First round managed to take a few opposing figures with me, mainly just because some things got forgotten about. Second round was actually when I saw after a while my opponent just got sick and tired of trying to KO Ant-Man that he just said, okay, I'm going after everybody else. Now by that point he'd already taken out Spider-Man and She-Hulk, but still, the fact that it's like, okay, I'm done trying to take down Ant-Man. I'm going after just anybody else, really. Third round, I actually managed to pull out a win and not lose anyone. Mad Thinker and Spider-Man did take some damage, but that was all. Adolf Impossible really came in handy with his with the D6 roll. In that last one, quite a few times it's kind of okay. Quite a few of those I was able to have a high D6 roll on the card and just say, oh, huh. In fact, I once turned a just under a crit into a crit as a, well, if I do one more damage, I'll KO them. So yeah, you know what? Boom, it's a crit now. Yeah, and it's not a bad team. What really kind of messed me up in the first 2 games was just die rolls, really, I mean, it didn't help that in round 2, most of my opponent's team was made of figures that had very high defense, that had lots of reduction, and as soon as She-Hulk was out, well, yeah, there wasn't any hope of getting through that. But anyway, that's all for now. We'll actually be doing a comic book roundup, I want to say tomorrow, basically covering the books that were supposed to be released, that were supposed to come out this past Wednesday, as opposed to the ones that came out, the Wednesday before, because they had since come out. But yeah, anyway, as always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off, saying live long and rock hard.